Yo, yo, what's up, people? Hope you're having a good day or good night, whatever time it is where you are, man. I hope you're having a good one. I just hope you're having a good one. So, here we are. We got Theodore Scutter, or as some of us like to call him, Ebenezer Scrooge. So, mine came with this little baggie full of, not a little bag, little paper envelope full of a couple of stickers. Make mine Mezco. That's a sticker. We got all the Rumble Society peoples right there. Wait a second. Oh, okay, that's Vapor. I was like, wait, who's this guy right here? Oh, that's Vapor. That's Grub. Wait. Oh, wait, hold up. Who's this? Huh. We don't have her, and we don't have this guy yet either. We have everyone except for this guy. I guess that's Grub and her. So whoever she is, I don't know. But at any rate, I heard that some people were not getting this little tiny little sticker accessory pack, and some people are. Here's the Mezit. Okay, so I'm not sure what's up with that, but I don't know. And a pin too. Stinkle. All right, cool. And that's all that's inside of that. So some people were getting this little pack, some people were not, with this exact same figure, all shipping out of Fife. So I don't know, there is no rhyme or reason why some got it, some didn't. But anyway, let's move on. Also, he came with the Gangrene Estates. This is a comic. You can flip through this thing right here and get a bit more of his backstory. Let's zoom out a little bit. Zoom. All right. You know what I mean? So just looks like that, little extra stuff in there. Black and white comic. Did it real old school, like, that's what I imagine that just sounds like right there. Anyway, though, let's get into the figure because that's why you're here. Okay, nice box art like always. We got our shoebox style box. Here it is. So please take note before you do anything else of the instruction sheet. It tells you how to put the batteries in, how to put the different heads on. Okay, so as you like that, the head with the light comes off. The batteries go in like so into the lantern, like so. The tombstone goes to his back. The little holder goes into his wife's head. I believe that's his wife, whatever. Her head goes into the bag. Watch out for the elbow articulation. This is the hot point with Theodore. The hot point with Theodore is these elbows, man. Some of these elbows have been breaking. Gently bend at elbows. First, you have to find the elbows. That is the key point we have to remember with this particular figure. Because of his size, his unorthodox and unusual size and height, and his configuration, we have to find the elbow joints before we start bending those bad boys. Okay, so let's check it out. You guys can already see the heads he comes with. Let's look at these heads. You know what, let's skip the body for a second and look at these heads because they are absolutely crazy, extremely animated, very well painted, very well done. Look at this, man. Eyes bulging, red veins on the eyes. We got grays, we got purples, we got blacks, we got nice shading. The head looks like this because of the way the head goes into the neck. But look at this, man. This looks very good. Okay, cool. Let's put that one back. And let me fix my zoom. Okay, we're back on track. Get this here. Other head. How's that look? Wow. Zombie, moldy, deathy, messy mess. My man's missing a whole eyeball right there. Look at that. Dang. Got those sharp vampire style teeth. You can't even, like, wow. That looks good. That's dope. All right, let's zoom in. And remember, people, turn that resolution all the way up to the 4K. Look at this little smirk face. Little smug mug, you. All right, and this is our Pennywise style face. Remember Pennywise? He did that big old mouth thing with the teeth coming out. Exact same face. So look at the egg head, little pea head, peanut head mug. All right, cool. And we have another head. Show you guys that one. All right, check it out. Go around nice and slow so you can see the colors. Okay. Cool. And last but not least, the head that's on his body. We had a couple of hands too, of course, but here's the head that comes with his body. Okay. All right. So let's get straight to it, right? Let's get to the elbows because a lot of people have been modifying their Theodores at the elbows. They've been putting the Revoltech joints in because the joints that come with this guy are a little flimsy. So as you can see, I've already found my elbows. They're way up here, right? So the arm is literally literally that long. All right, the arm is that long. Elbow's right here. Look, see, bend it. There's the elbow right there, and that's how long the arm is. Please be ever so careful. If you don't gorilla grip these bad boy, this dude, man, you may be okay. Like, you may be all right to pose, you know, up and then down. That's it. His arm stops right there. Don't force it. It's a single joint. Don't force the arm. It stops right there. All right, and it goes down to that, about that much right there. So this is the coat. So we're going to take this coat off of him, but first I wanted to make sure you guys get a good look at that coat and how it looks on his body. All right, it's weathered very nicely, good color, nice soft material. It feels good. This is wired on the outside. This is not wired, but this collar is wired. Okay, cool. So let's get this coat off of him. Remove the hands to get the coat off. I'm going to show you. I want to work with this guy without his coat on. Okay, and pull this. I had a hard time getting this thing on, but let's get it off. Let me just go off camera real quick to get this coat off. It's going to be much easier. All right, so as you can see, I just bent it back like that. All right, and then at this point, you bend that back, work this all the way down, grab the sleeves just like you would a real coat, and just shimmy shake those sleeves right on off. Okay, here is the inside of the coat. All right, so you guys know that. There's the inside of the coat. Okay, wire along that side like I said before. All right, cool. So for the remainder of the video, let's put his hands back on so we look good. Okay, there we are. All right, so here he is. He's got this nice scarf around his neck. The scarf is not wired, but it's a nice material. I'll show you guys the head system now. So we can pull. Let's see. This is where you put the batteries at. The world's tiniest batteries go in right there, 1 and 2. They give us 4, right? And then you can also pull this out. The scarf, I freaking knew it. That scarf's going to be tough. All right, you pull that out, all right? And there's your neck peg. So you put that back in. Let's see. Let's put that back in. I like the way the scarf was wrapped, but I may just end up, you know, retying it myself. All right, that snaps back in. And then the head sort of like just slides on. Like I just push it in like that, and then the head is on. So one thing you have to remember, since he has a humpback, so his head's not going to go up any further than that right there. So as far as like him looking forward and you're taking pictures, you're gonna have to angle your camera down like this to get that forward look. Okay, so you're gonna have to shoot this guy from the bottom a little bit. So these crazy arms, let me show you guys this. So the arms go up about that high. All right, now that's it for the arms. All right, so let's go up. Let's see, work it a little bit. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm right. That's it. Let's see. They're weird, right? They're really weird. So arms go up about like that high, and that's it. They stop right there. So once you reach this point, quit bending. All right, find that elbow joint, which is right here, right? The forearm is so long, the elbow joint is right there. Okay, you can feel it though. You can feel the forearm, and it's like, I think there's an elbow joint, and then you just give it like a little slow. All right, cool. So even now I bent the wrong direction, but since I bent slowly, I didn't do any damage. So I felt it. Now I felt the natural bend of it. And I started moving it like that. See, and it stops like right there. That's it. The arm doesn't go any further than this. Some people have been putting Revoltech joints in there. That's a really dope idea. They're more durable, more sturdy. But I'm going to see, you know, how I do. I'm going to be careful, but that's it right there. As far as like the twist, right? There is a little bit of bicep cut right there, but even that is still tough to do. Okay, the wrists are looking like this. Check out those hands, nice and veiny and grainy and ugly and schmuggly. All right, nice grays and purples all throughout his body. Okay, so put that down and put that down. So what I have decided to do, see, I just spent that bicep right there. It spins right here. What I have decided to do is leave his elbows slightly bent so that I can find that joint every single time I want to pose him. Okay, let's move on. Scarf looks like that. His vest looks like this, and I believe you can just peel this off. It is Velcro. Okay, check out the back of his vest. Nice stitching all the way down. Let's check out his torso articulation. All right, or the like thereof. There's a tiny bit of it. There's a tiny bit. So we're rocking only a teeny tiny bit. We're spinning a little bit because the clothes are going to restrict you. The soft goods will always restrict your articulation, but you guys already know that though. All right, so bending forward, there's like hardly any bending back and bending forward, but when you grab those thighs and bend forward, you get this. Okay, All right, my man says he can look at his own business. He can look at his own junk mail. All right, let's move on to the legs. The legs are spinning at the top right here. You can see that. So their thigh cut is right there. Okay, cool. And the legs, the knees are double jointed, but the elbows are not. Okay, knees are double, elbows are not. All right, I like how the knees look really dirty and dingy too, like they weathered this guy very well. Let's move on down to his boots. Look at this boot. What are those? My man been wearing these since the 1800s. Look at this. That one's really curled up. This was not so much curled up, but look at that great detail sculpt and paint. Like, look at all that stuff though, man. Feet are going all the way around like this. All right, in a tiny bit. Well, not in like at all. Let's lift up and see what's going on with these legs. All right, what is this? Like, what's going on here? We got some spinning, like we got some left and right spin, but as far as like some tilt, not much. So I'm gonna leave that alone because that ain't moving at all. All right. Anyway, though, so that's our body. Okay, that's Theodore's body. Okay, you got it. Once again, be careful with the elbows, and you should be fine. Don't gorilla grip them. All right. You saw before that he came with a couple of sets of hands. I'll show you guys those now. We have our open relax hands, our gripping something hands, maybe like the lantern, or then we got our weird posy hands, whatever that's about right there. And oh, that's a face. And we have the exact same hands on the other side too. All right, cool. So that's it for the hands. That's it for the body. Actually, you know, this guy's like really tall, right? So let's just see how tall he is while we're at it. So here he is standing straight up. We get our black suit Spider-Man. This is my 1/12 scale standard. Like, this is like the gold standard for me for 1/12 scale figures. There's your height difference. Okay, there's your height difference. Feet are lined up. That's how much taller he is. Okay, so he's going to be a little taller than all of your standard Mezco figures. I don't know why I like to say Mezco like that. I like to make sure I say that Z. That's probably why. All right, next layer of accessories. All right, we have more hands, even more hands. We got some hats. We have some grave digging tools. Looks like a pickaxe and a shovel. Let's see what we got here. Let's move it to the side. All right, we have a shovel. This shovel is worn down. There's a lot of wear, a lot of tear, a lot of scratches, scrapes, and bruises on this shovel. It's even been taped up right here from when it broke that one time he was digging that grave for that girl. And, you know, he was digging too much and put his back into it and broke it. Here's a little pickaxe right here. Looks pretty good, nice and weathered. Check out the top part of it. Shaped very nicely. And it's on this like twisted little stick right here, which is kind of cool. Let's move this over so you guys can see it. Here is one of our top hats. Okay, looks like that. Nice detail. You can see where the head will fit right inside that groove right there. Nice detail, squished out a little bit. Here is a top hat that's not so squished. All right. This is before he got hit in the head with that rock. So the hat was good. Then he got hit in the head with that rock and it squished his hat down. And we have a different style hat right here, the round top hat. All right. See that same head groove right there? Cool. All right. Little ribbon around the top. We have more hands. Show you guys what those hands look like. All right, we have hands for gripping other things like, oh, this is the teeny tiny, like just a little bit, a perfecto, like that. That's the perfecto hand, I guess you can call it. I don't know, whatever. Here is our creepy pointing hand. You will be next. Okay, we have a hand where we are like pinching something, I guess you could say. Ooh, coochie coo kind of hand. And we got our, like, I don't know, our gripping alien ET style hands. Like, look at that. It looks like a spider or something like that. Like, if I saw that tiny hand on the ground, I think it was a spider. All right, we got the lantern right here. So I've already put the batteries in. Like, it's like a little door right here. And you open this little door up and you put the batteries in, the tiniest batteries ever. Here's the light. So we can, like, turn that on. Let's see. Yeah, so it's on right now. And it looks like that when it's on. Okay? Nice little yellow light. That's cool. Put that door back on there. How'd that go in there like this? Yep, cool. And there's our lantern. Okay. Oh, let me turn that thing off before I run down the tiniest batteries in the world. I don't want to run those down. Put that back. We have a suitcase here, or a briefcase, old school doctor's briefcase here. And you can actually put the head, you flip this, slide it back, and the head will go inside this bag. I think that's his wife's head or something like that. Nice little alligator, snake skin, whatever kind of skin that is. And this thing actually opens up somehow, some way. Let's see. Let's pinch that right there and open it carefully. Good. All right. These are little toys and stuff like that. So you don't want to gorilla grip these things, man. All right. Here's that head I was just telling you guys about. Reminds me of the head that Kratos carries around on God of War. I mean, not really, but you know, this is a head and he's carrying it. So I just say it's the same thing. All right, cool. Let's get this out of here. Here's this zombified wife's head right here. Look at that, and you can carry it by that right there. This comes out, I believe that's removable. So he's literally just carrying a head by the hair. All right, you can probably drill a hole in that if you want to and put this head on the body. Like it's a proper size head, but they have it going inside of this like that. So, you know, that just makes plenty of sense. All right, cool. So let's just close that back up. Close and put that flap down like that. That's soft plastic, so I don't have to worry about that. And it just plugs in right there in a little hole. So we'll put that away and we'll put that away. Next, our last layer of accessories. We have some rope, right, to tie up his victims or whatever. Oh, to tie the tombstone across his back. Then after I read this tombstone to you guys, I'm gonna let you go, man. It's one of my longer reviews, man. But there's always so much stuff with the Mezco figures. That's why I love them all. Check it out. Theodore Sculpt rests in this spot. Dug his last grave, and laid down to rot. Check out the back of it though. All right. Mezco is as well in the ground, except for her head, which Theodore carries around. The batteries came right there. I've already used those batteries, Mezco drug baggie, and our stand, and our other part of our stand. Okay, the base and the actual stand itself. Okay, people, that is it for Theodore Sculpt, aka Ebenezer Scrooge, aka the ghost of Christmas past, aka be careful when you bend those elbows because you probably will break them, people. So as always, man, you get more Mezco figures on Big Bad Toy Store, or you can go to Mezco directly. Check out my Instagram page. I'll put the link in the bio. Check out Big Bad. Like I just said, I put the link, I'm not in the bio, but I put the link in the description. All that kind of good stuff like that, people. Have a good day. Happy New Year. Hey, this is my first review of the new year, man, people. Yo, so give me a like, sub, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff, man. See you.